Good morning, people of the jury. The guards of Macomb County's prison wake up every morning and go to their job, where they work to protect the citizens of Alabama from dangerous criminals and convicts. They do whatever it takes and go above and beyond the call of duty to protect each and every one of us. I know that the prison guards of Enfield Prison Farm are innocent of first-degree murder. It is obvious that the guards didn't kill Tom Robinson out of malice, but were only doing what their job required of them at the moment. These guards testified that Mr. Robinson was attempting to escape the prison. In order to protect civilians outside of the prison, it was their duty to stop Mr. Robinson from escaping in any way that they could. There is also no profound contradictory evidence that denies their innocence. There were a number of prisoners and other guards that watched this event take place, but none of them reported witnessing anything other than that which the defendant testified. Nobody witnessed a crime that took place. Article 11 of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights states that everyone charged with a penal offense be presumed innocent until proven guilty, according to law, in a public trial at which he has all the guarantees necessary for his defense. Without damning evidence of the defendant's guilt, I see no reason why these guards shouldn't be acquitted. People of the jury, this trial should have never come about. In a case where the defendant was only doing the duties that the job entails, with no witnesses, it seems that my client should be, without a doubt, found not guilty. The guards at Macomb Jail are not convicts, but heroes. They put civilian lives first and stopped a dangerous individual from escaping into the free world. With that, I ask you, ladies and gentlemen of the jury, to find these guards not guilty of first-degree murder.
Hello, citizens of Macomb County. I'm Jason Draper, and I am here on the behalf of my dear friend, Tom Robinson. Let me ask you a question. When you walk around Macomb, what do you think when you see a person? Do you think of past relationships? Do you think of happy times? Or do you think of a potential threat? These guards are citizens of the Macomb County with a normal job, receiving normal paychecks, but today, the two saw a threat. This is why I'm here, to inform you that Tom Robinson was not a threat, and he was unjustly killed at the hands of the ruthless, inhumane, cruel guards that stand before you. The guards had the easy way growing up, knowing they would have an education, be accepted in the modern society, and knowing that nothing would happen to them because of nothing they can control, their skin color. These guards have been charged with second-degree murder and should be sentenced to life in prison. They killed an innocent African-American citizen, neighbor, friend, husband, and father on that day, 15 times across the courtyard, causing fatality. These guards claimed that they were protecting the public from criminals like Tom, but were they? Tom was nothing near a criminal. He was falsely accused of rape of Miss May Ewells. After Tom's death, Tom's body was then taken advantage of by the guards, continuing to fire rounds into the corpse. His mutilated body lay on the ground as the guards did this. Tom Robinson, who was your ordinary African-American citizen that did his part in the community by working on the farm and living daily life as he always did. He passed the Ewells residence every single day he walked to work. On this particular day, however, Mayella asked for help, and Mayella raped Tom because she found a liking to Tom. This was a very uncommon and was not allowed because African Americans were seen differently in the past due to their skin color. To conclude what happened, Mayella was beaten by her father. Mr. Ewells blamed the assault on Tom because he was an African American, automatically assuming defeat. Tom was not able to assault Mayella because of his disability. His arm was pulverized in an accident when it was placed in a cotton gin during his youth. This makes him unable to commit the crime because Tom didn't have his left arm to commit the assault. In the 1930s, the most common firearm carried by law enforcement was the .357 Magnum revolver. This revolver was the most common because it was effective and had the ability to stop targets after 1 to 3 shots. This round was so powerful, medium-sized game, like deer, would be taken down after 1 to 3 shots, depending on where the animal was shot. 357 Magnum rounds was composed of 125 grains of lead and a copper jacket on top of the lead, adding power and penetration ability. These rounds were packed with smokeless gunpowder to allow for a fast velocity and a high penetration power. The rounds moved around 1,500 feet per second and leaves out of the 3-inch barrel. This allows for an accurate weapon from 5 yards to around 30 yards. Tom was gunned down by 17 of these massive bullets from the firearm. As I said earlier, the guard shot him 17 times. One shot may be for defense, as the other 16 is just for pure malice and brutality. This is incredibly inhumane considering the sheer power of the rounds fired at Tom's unprotected body. This gives us the potential of the guards missing more rounds than the number of rounds that meet the target due to the range. Shooting an average-sized male from 100 yards is quite impressive, because the most common firearm is the 357 Magnum revolver. It contains 6 rounds before reloading. This means that one of the guards must reload at least once more. And so, considering the reload time of a 6-shooter, which is approximately 5 seconds, honestly, the guards knew that he would die after the first round, but they continued to fire the rounds already in the firearm and reload once more because they were not threatened by Tom. This case has been about Tom Robinson, an African-American citizen of Macomb County, that has been, in my mind, as his life had to be tragically taken by these guards. Some may believe Tom was attempting to escape, and that he was close to completing his task. Let me ask you this. How is a man capable of climbing a tall fence with barbed wire at a very fast pace with one arm? The guards could have easily tackled him and gotten the situation over with. The guards are guilty and should be sentenced to life in prison because the guards have shown pure malice of Tom's deceased body due to the extra rounds fired at Tom, the actions of lying and reloading, especially when no harm was caused towards them or the community, and the predetermined court case which violates the Bill of Rights. May we please honor him and use him in this as an example of what happens to people when injustice is taken from them and people have no power in our society. Today, Tom Robinson had the ability to strike back and earn the court case he really deserved. I'm Jason Draper, and I speak on the behalf of Tom Robinson and the citizens of Macomb County. By punishing the guards charged for second-degree murder and giving them life in jail for taking advantage of Tom's body as he died at the scene. We must take these articles of information into consideration as we determine the court case. Thank you for your time.
That's all, folks.